have a fantasy world that I've been working on for God knows how long. Just felt like tonight getting at it, doing some work, seeing what we could come up with. Give you a little sneak peek. It's called Saurodon. It's the name of the world. We have a little map here. I won't give you too many details. Fuck it, why not? It's not like this is ever gonna go anywhere. There it is. So, yep, that's what we've been working on. Uh, been working on here in the computer, just adding notes and everything. All the provinces on the continent, all their names. The countries are the countries, the families they're controlled by, all the races. So, uh, I'm a huge uh, Elder Scrolls fan, huge Oblivion fan, and I really, really, really like the Khajiits. And every time I play, I always play as a Khajiit. So I wanted to add in as a little nod a race of Khajiits, but I can't call it that. So I came up with a cool name. I think it's a cool name. I came up with the name Zanari for my cat-like humanoids. So yeah, uh, and then I've got three subspecies of Zanaris. So I got the Miravani, I got the Rafaels, and the Vetra. So hey, hi Linda. Uh, so I got those three, and yeah, and then I got the elves, obviously, and then I've got dwarves, but I just added in the dwarves just to add them in. So like probably the way I've got it wrote in the notes is no one even knows where their kingdom is. Like they stay hidden. They don't share in the affairs. So I just added them in to add them in. You might see one or two, kind of like you see in The Witcher, where they're just there. So yeah. So that's what we got. We've got one, two, three, four, five, six provinces and two islands. Oh shit! Actually, I've got to add that island in too. While we're at it, I've got to add an island in. Thank you. I have no idea what that comment says. I only speak English. I'm ignorant to other languages, unfortunately. So, but hi, and thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. So I gotta add in Moon Island, which so let me just fill you in with Moon Island. So Moon Island is where the Mervani, the Zanari subspecies Mervani stay, and so they're an elf-like. So they're a cat humanoid species, but they're elf-like. And when I say that, I mean they're like petite. They're petite. They're very nature-esque. I would say they come from Moon Island, and you can tell them because like their little patches and their designs on their skin, they glow in the moonlight. So I need to add this in here. And I write in like so much stuff. I write in notebooks. I also I write in I have folders that I put them in, and then I just gather all my notes and stuff, and then I just put them in the computer. So I'm obsessed with the Venari, so I just kind of want to share about the Venari a little bit. So I've got three different subspecies, right? I got the Miravani, I got the Raffels, and I got the Vetra, and we've talked about the Miravani, right? Them being from Moon Island, and them being elf-like in nature, and having a petite stature and glowing patterns on their skin, right? Well, we've also got the Raffels, and these guys, I want you to think steampunk, okay? So they're also known as the Gearpaws, right? They're known to be tinkerers and inventors by nature, taking on the role of toy makers, combining smithing with new technology, right? So again, think steampunk, right? So they can be found mainly city bound, and they're mainly born in Lateron, but they will venture off to the seaport city where trade's abundant. And seaport city is like, I want you to think uh, Victorian England. That's what I want you to think. That's that to me. That's what I picture when I picture seaport city, and they are of medium build, not as tall as the Mervani, but also not as short as the Vetra, right? And then also we move on to the Vetra. The Vetra, they are nomads. They're looked on as being lesser than their counter species because they're often seen as travelers and wanderers. And sometimes it's very rare, but sometimes they're also seen as merchants. And they also, a lot of them will take on the role of assassins and sellswords, where they'll train at Castle Blue, but you'll never see a Vetra in any type of stature or role of nobility. You can tell them apart from their other two species or subspecies because they're shorter stature and they have much taller ears, right? Um, and then moving on to the elves, you just have woodland elves and you have high elves, and the high elves control Eldrithia, which is a providence, and then they're taller than the wood elves. And then the wood elves are obviously they're just equivalent of being wild men. Okay, so that's that. So it's pretty to the point when it comes to elves. But yeah, and so now, um, man, I've been working on this race and or these races and this world for a long, long time, and I still have no notable characters at all. Zero. Um, I've got to come up with some stuff for that, so we'll work on that. But yeah, so there's that. So let's see what else we can come up with. I don't really like working on humans, even though I mean I've got them divided up into three families: the roses, the Aubers, and the black coins. And then you got the wild men, the just the nomads. Those, yeah. So they don't really count as a family, but I really don't like working on humans. It's just not my thing. But oddly enough, the Aubers, funny enough, they are named after me. I call it what you want, but I wanted to throw myself into this world, so I just used my last name and I threw it into one of their last names, and that's how we came up with that. So the roses and the black coins, I just came up with them on a whim. The Aubers, they take after my name. So yeah, we got that. Let's work on Moon Island. Hi, Cody. Nice to see you, man. If you're new, just I like D and D and stuff, and so I build. I've been working on my own fantasy. I've been working on my own fantasy world for God, years, and just every once in a while I'll sit down and I'll work on it, man. Um, and just write. Right now, I'm just working on my providences and my races and stuff that I have for for this world. I'm a Tolkien fan, man, so I like to call it my legendarium. So yeah, okay, I need a plant. I need a plant that I can put on Moon Island that will only originate here. This one location, it's very hard to get. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. This is rare. I mostly talk about books on my channel and do book reviews, but I think when I go live, I'm only going to go live uh, writing when I do writing my world because I don't plan on this going anywhere. I just like to share it. I uh, I have no friends uh, outside of the internet really, so I just kind of want to share this with people and get people's opinions, and stuff. So yeah. What plant could we come up with? Any names? Any names? For now, we'll just call it moonweed. Just call it moonweed till we can figure out what we're gonna call it. Uh, no, I'm kind of a loner. I've had the same two friends since high school. Uh, yeah, I keep my circle real small, but man, we just got older, and I mean, we still talk. We have a tradition where we go see the newest Marvel movie together in theaters, and so like that's like really the only time we see each other is when a new Marvel movie comes out. Uh, we missed Thunderbolts together, so the last one we went and saw together was Deadpool and Wolverine. That was the last time I saw him. So yeah, but I don't know, man. I just kind of like to keep to myself, really. Not moonweed. We want moonweed. A lot of typos. A lot of typos. So, yeah, man, I'm huge into movies. Like, huge. Books are my number one favorite hobby. And then outside of that, I really like to watch TV shows and movies. I wanted to write for TV when I was younger. So I got Moon Island, Seaport City, Castle Blue, Silveris is there, Aldrathia is there, Nundral, Chimera, and Sith is there. So I wanted to add any more. I play PlayStation 5. I play a lot of From Software, so a lot of Dark Souls, anything in that series, Bloodborne. I play Oblivion a lot. So like the Elder Scrolls series. But when it comes to like gaming, I'm more of a retro guy. So like I've got like a GameCube, like a Nintendo 64. I've got a Wii. I'm not into like Super Nintendo or any of that. There's very few side scroller platforms I like, but I'm an old school guy. I really didn't grow up with I'm 31. I'm going to be 32 this year, and I didn't really grow up with a lot of video games. We were outside a lot. I had a GameCube. I had a GameCube growing up and a Nintendo 64, but we were that we were very poor, and so we spent a lot of time outside. But I heard Minecraft is fun. I just I've just never gotten into it. I know I had some characters wrote in here, but I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did with the notes. I gotta find them. That one's one too, so I didn't put it in that. I had some characters that I had. Characters are I so like I like Tolkien, but I love Lord of the Rings and I love The Hobbit, but the Silmarillion is my favorite. Um, and I like the histories of Middle Earth. I'm kind of like a history guy. So writing characters is the worst for me. I can write history all day long, but when it comes to actually writing characters and dialogue, I have a problem. And I had some characters wrote down somewhere on a notepad in here. Ah, there we go. How long have I been on live? 18 minutes. It's not long. It's not bad for my first live. All right. Well, we are going to call it quits for the night. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who's been here. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next one, where we will work more on the world of Soradon. Thank you so much. Oh.